The most exciting projects we are currently working on, I would say, is definitely online readouts, online monitoring of organ-on-chip models to see in real time what happens inside the chip with the model, and to see really in short time intervals effects and not just rely on endpoint measurements. Hi, I'm Martin Raasch, and I am co-founder and managing director of Dynamic42. So I think my first initial touching point with science and biology was when I was a child. I'd love to watch a special TV series, an animated TV series from a French production. It was called Il était une fois la vie. In English, Once Upon a Time Life, and it was a really cute and very detailed animated series about biological processes in the body, and I really loved it. And that's, I think, what drove me a bit towards scientific topics. I am a biochemist and cell biologist by training, and I did my PhD already in the field of organ-on-chip or on-chip cell culture. I started with very simple vascular ledger on-chip applications before I worked together with colleagues on other organ models, more complex models like liver or intestine. And that was then also the natural way to found the company Dynamic42 along the way, when we realized what kind of potential this technology has, and what kind of models we were successfully developing, and others were all of a sudden interested in this. And so we decided then at one point in 2015, I think it was, let's work on founding a company. Organ-on-chip can really help us to develop new therapies and better drugs. And I'm thinking here especially of the area infectious diseases. A lot of infectious diseases are species specific, or the disease has a different characteristic in an animal compared to a human. And some pathogens even do not interact with animals. And this is really a big chance we have here to use this tool also to tackle this area where better therapies are urgently needed. We are offering fee-for-service for pharma biotech companies, and on the other side, for the academic sector, we offer, of course, our platform as a product, so that they can work on their own models if they like, for their very specific research questions. And in the area of fee-for-service, we have established models of liver, lung, and intestine. And since last week, we proudly published our first cancer on-chip model for pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma, and can offer this now also in terms of fee-for-service. And here we have really a variety of options to use the models for classical drug testing, but also for disease modeling. We focus here at Dynamic42 as well a bit on infectious diseases, to work with pathogens inside the organ-on-chip models, because antimicrobial resistances are a huge existing and also future problem that we need to tackle. And with our services, you have a lot of options to generate data. So that can be classical biomarker analysis from the perfusates from the organ-on-chip models, where you can look for classics like LDH release, something like this. But we can also check the whole tissue in terms of markers via histochemical stainings, or we can lyse the whole tissue construct for further downstream analysis on a genetical level. And our chip models are designed in a microscope slide format. So what you can really do in a beautiful way is live cell imaging with our platform. And as well, transporter enzyme assays we do also a lot. Recently we had a major breakthrough with publishing our first multi-organ model approach. This we did together with a big pharma company named Bayer, and also other partners like SQ Labs and the local placenta lab from the university hospital here in Jena, where we could show uptake, metabolism and distribution of prednisone in a liver, intestine, placenta model setup. I think a nice vision, but currently major misconception is that you can simulate the whole body on a chip with organ on a chip. I think it's a purpose that it has the name organ on chip, because we're still at this level. The body is really complex, and I think on a molecular level not fully understood yet. It's a major challenge. So there are 2 or 3 organ models that work so far, but I would be really careful talking about body on chip. It is a nice vision for us. Of course, you need a goal to work towards, but it's way too early for this concept.